Welcome to Leefield and Ashpeth video number 19. We're going to start here again at Leefield Central Station with some Lineside action. Then we're going to have a look at some detailed scenery, and finally we're going to have a close look at a couple of Network Rail trains. Here we are immediately over platforms 3 and 4, which are part of the Northern and General Main Line. The main line across to the right is the Central Line, which is electrified. The starter signal has cleared for platform 7 and a Class 91 set departs. As that set disappears, another 91 set arrives into platform 8. It gets pretty busy at this time in the morning, and I can just see a Freightliner train approaching in the distance on the Central Line. Immediately behind the locos is a pocket wagon, and there is a road railer set at the end of the rake. A Class 60 is about to pass through platform 4 with a rake of bogie cement hoppers, and a Voyager is leaving platform 6. A Class 158 in East Midlands Trains livery has been sitting in platform 3, and that one is about to leave as well. In the distance you can just see Network Rail's new measurement train, which we'll be having a closer look at later on. And here a Class 66 passes through with a scrap train as an HST in Midland Main Line livery arrives into platform 4. We've moved across to platform 1, and the first train that we see is another HST in Midland Main Line livery departing from platform 3. A Class 60 loco is approaching on the Central Line with a short rake of TTA tanks, and it will pass through platform 9. I particularly like the large Beastie logo on the side. A nuclear flask train is due through next, and I assume it will have the usual DRS logos in charge. Yes, the old livery at the front, and I think it's the brand new livery at the rear. A 158 unit is approaching platform 4. It's actually a ScotRail liveried unit, but it's on hire to East Midlands trains. Followed by a Class 66 in Freightliner livery with a rake of HHA coal hoppers. The station goes quiet for a while now, so we'll take the opportunity to go over to the far side and have a look at a bit of the scenery. The first area that we'll pass over is Leefield West Depot, and there's quite a variety of locos here on shed. We're going to have a close look round Collins and Davies Emporium. They are a large merchant dealing with both the agricultural and building trades. You'll see as we go round their site that they deal with a lot of small items, but then again, nothing is too large on the agricultural or building side. They are currently hosting a vintage display of Formula One cars. Not many people have turned up to see them yet because it's early in the day, but there's quite a mixture here of very old pieces of machinery and some that are relatively new. Most of the large agricultural machinery that would have been on display near the front of the site has had to be squeezed around the back here to make way for the Formula One display. The merchant's yard use every little bit of space that's available, with the terraced houses on the left and the railway yards at the back and to the right. So, back to the action on the main line. And here we see a Class 67 in charge of a short rake of sleepers that are going south for refurbishment. Now we'll take a closer look at the Network Rail new measurement train. This is based on an HST and is often called the Flying Banana because of its colour. These coaches have been converted using vinyl overlays, and you'll notice in a prototypical fashion the roofs are slightly different shades of grey. These power cars were painted by Enthusiast Resprays, but you can now buy them ready to run from Dapol. The next Network Rail train we're going to have a look at is the structure gauging train, which has an optical car in the consist. The train has been stopped at the signals, so let's catch up and have a closer look. The optical car is a 3D printed kit from N-Train, and it fits onto a Farish VBA van chassis. There are two more train movements to finish off this video. The first is down as a light engine move, but in actual fact it appears like a mini convoy. Finally, we see a GBRF Class 66 with an engineer's train moving right across a double junction from the Central Main Line to the Northern and General Main Line. Well, we're nearly at the end. In video 20, we're going to have a close look at the large colliery. So, bye for now.